night, together we shine, bring the light. Through stormy weather, through the pain, with open hearts, we'll break the chains. It's you and me, we'll stand so tall, in the rainbow's embrace, we'll never fall. Hand in hand, we'll share the dream, a tapestry of love, woven at the seams. With every hue our voice is strong, together is one, where we all belong. It's you and me, we'll rise above, in the rainbow's embrace, we spread our love. In every corner of the earth we sing, a symphony of hope that unity brings. With every color, let our love soar, together as one, forevermore.
Good evening and welcome to the Universal Rainbow Faith Church. Here we are today on April 13th, 2025. My name is Paula Sadler and I am the founding minister and president of Universal Rainbow Faith. And I want to welcome you all in. Thank you for joining us tonight and for this service. This is our third service. So we are just getting started, just beginning, and we are so excited to be here and to welcome all of you. And so the song we just heard was our very first song on March 31st, and this is our theme song. This is our inaugural song for the first service, and we have a special proclamation. Now, the title of the song is Embrace Togetherness. And this proclamation, this sacred song, Embrace Togetherness, marks the beginning of our spiritual movement, Universal Rainbow Faith, written with love and intention that launched our first service on March 31st, 2025. It is our anthem of unity, love, and divine affirmation. May every lyric wrap you in the rainbow's embrace and call forth your sacred truth. Let it be sung, shared, and lived. And you can hear all of our music on our Sacred Music playlist on this channel, on our YouTube channel. So our theme of the month for April is the power of intention. And our focus this week and today's message is all about healing and wholeness, centering the LGBTQIA+ mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being through divine love. And this week, we're also exploring week 2 in our 6-week core belief series of our 6 core beliefs. And so, welcome. Welcome to the Universal Rainbow Faith Church, where healing begins with love, and love begins by seeing yourself as divine. Our mission statement. URF is a sacred spiritual home where LGBTQIA+ people and allies are fully affirmed, celebrated, and protected. We're going to do a little breath work and some centering before we get started. So I'd like to invite you to get comfortable and just take a deep breath in and exhale. And as we breathe in, we welcome healing. And as we exhale, we release what no longer serves. And now we have our announcements. Our upcoming service next week will be about Easter, and we will celebrate the sacred journey of resurrection and renewal, a spiritual rebirth of truth, love, and divine embodiment. So make sure you mark your calendars and join us for that. And today we have our core belief, number 2, and that is Love is the Highest Power, which we will be getting into. So for our announcements, as we continue our sacred journey through the 6-week core beliefs, we invite you to engage more deeply in the mission, healing, and community of URF. You can purchase our sacred text, The Nature of Miracles, our founding spiritual text. This is authored by myself and is available on paperback, hardcover, and Kindle on Amazon. This divine work is a foundational study in our URF worship, spirituality, and personal healing. It includes affirmations, channeled writings, and a new upcoming 12-week study guide that aligns with our 52-week calendar. You can get that on Amazon. You can become a member of our Universal Rainbow Faith. Becoming a member is a sacred step in affirming your identity and deepening your spiritual path. Members receive a beautiful membership certificate, access to our sacred rituals, including naming and gender pronoun affirmation ceremony, religious letters of exemption and accommodation, and the right to participate in all of our member gatherings and votes. You can sign up for a free account on our website. Creating a URF website account gives you access to our complete 52-week spiritual lesson plan, archive, our special music, meditations, prayers, member-only news, updates, and materials. And we could not be here without you, and we truly appreciate you. So please support URF with your gifts. If you feel moved by our mission, consider supporting our weekly services, music ministry live streams, and spiritual outreach. All donations are tax deductible. You can give on Zephy for no fees, or you can visit our donation page at universalrainbowfaith.org. And as we talked about, mark your calendars for next week's service, a very special Easter Sunday, for a powerful message on core belief number 3, the body as a sacred vessel. We will celebrate resurrection and renewal with sacred reflections, rainbow rituals, and a music of transformation. So we bless you. We welcome you. You are sacred. You are seen, and you are divine. And this week we're exploring our core belief number 2, love is the highest power. Love in all forms, between consenting adults, in friendships, and in self-acceptance, is a sacred and powerful force. The act of self-love and self-affirmation is a holy practice, and each person carries divine energy. Our faith recognizes and sanctifies same-sex, non-binary, polyamorous, and gender-diverse unions. In a world that has often rejected our love, URF stands firmly in the truth that love is divine. The love we express romantically, platonically, and within ourselves is holy ground. As we step into the fullness of our identity, we embrace the greatest power the universe offers, and that is unconditional love. At Universal Rainbow Faith, we teach that love is the highest power in the universe, not just romantic love, but unconditional, expansive, and sacred love. The kind of love that includes all expressions of connection, self-acceptance, and divine union. This belief isn't a progressive statement, it's a spiritual truth. For too long, religious systems have used love conditionally, placing limits on whose love is valid, whose family is acceptable, and whose relationships can be celebrated. URF was founded to dismantle that falsehood. We believe that love is not something to be earned, it is something to be recognized, and it already lives inside of us. Sacred unions in URF. A sacred union is any covenant of love between consenting souls who choose to walk a path of truth, growth, and spiritual partnership. This includes same-sex partnerships, non-binary and gender-diverse relationships, polyamorous unions built on respect and sacred agreement, lifelong friendships, queer platonic bonds, and spiritual soulmates. We do not hold to outdated doctrines that say a union must follow gender binaries, reproduction, or heteronormative roles. Love is love, and spirit is spirit. Commitment is holy when it is chosen freely and without shame. Love of self as a sacred act. At URF, self-love is not vanity, it is divinity. When you honor yourself, your gender, your identity, your pronouns, your body, your path, you are engaging in a holy ritual. It is an act of spiritual resistance to love yourself in a world that is trying to make you feel broken. It is an act of faith to declare, I am enough. I am worthy of love just as I am. When we practice this belief, we see that God is not a being who withholds love. God is love. That means love is already flowing through us, and our only task is to recognize it and reflect it back into the world. From our doctrine to action, our core belief number 2 calls us to live love, to love fiercely in our relationships, to affirm others' sacred unions, to support all forms of queer family, and to stand up against doctrines and policies that criminalize, reject, or erase LGBTQIA plus love. Love is how we worship. Love is how we protect each other. And love is how we heal. So let this belief be a banner that we carry into every conversation, every prayer, every blessing. And I want you to take this into yourself. As we have lit our rainbow candles today, know this. May the divine love within you rise like a flame. May every part of you, your relationships, your orientation, your truth, be embraced as sacred. May the highest power of love move through you this week and always. You are not broken. You are beloved. You are not excluded. You are exalted. Your love is holy and your path is divine. Amen, and so it is. And so that is our core belief number 2. All of these you can see on our website under our teachings tab and core beliefs on universalrainbowfaith.org. And we have a special message for our children and a special blessing. So for all of our youth, and this is one of the main reasons why the URF has come about and been inspired, is to protect not only our youth and our children in all of their gender identity and expression, but all in our community and all of our allies. And so our message for children, youth, and teens today is, you are whole and you are holy. You are wonderfully made. No matter how you identify, your journey is sacred and protected. Your feelings are real, and your name, your pronouns, and your dreams matter. And our children's affirmation, please repeat after me. I am safe. I am seen. I am loved just as I am. So blessings for our young ones. May all children feel the arms of love around them. May they grow in joy, expression, and truth, knowing they are forever divine. And our special music selection this week is The Power of Love, another original here at URF.
In the depths of our hearts, there's a story of love that heals and brings us glory. In every moment, we find our way, embracing ourselves day after day, a sacred bond that lifts us high. With love as our guide, we'll touch the sky. Love heals the soul, let it unfold. In every whisper, every hand we hold, find strength and kindness, let it be known. Together we rise, never alone. Your shining light, embrace your truth, shine through the night. With every heartbeat we start anew, reflecting the love that's deep inside you. In unity we stand with courage bestowed. Our journey of love is the path we row. Love heals the soul, let it unfold. In every whisper, every hand we hold, find strength and kindness, let it be known. Together we rise, never alone. With hearts wide open, we dance and sing. In the power of love, we'll find our wings. Each act of healing, a blessing we share. Together in love, we show great care. Love heals the soul, let it unfold. In every whisper, every hand we hold, find strength and kindness, let it be known. Together we rise, never alone.
And so know that love heals the soul. And let it unfold in every whisper, every hand we hold. Find strength in kindness today and this week, and let it be known that together we rise, never alone. This morning, I was very blessed to be able to share a short story at Unity of Las Vegas, which I've been a member of for many years. I first attended when I was 14 and became a member around 2000, 2001, so going on 24, 25 years now. And I've gotten so much amazing prayer support, spiritual community. And today I was asked to share what they call a love moment, a transformational story about how love transforms and through prayer and affirmation. And so you can see this on YouTube at the Unity of Las Vegas live streams that are archived and available. Also, if you're looking for an in-person service, I invite you to that welcoming spiritual community on Rancho. They have a wonderful sanctuary, beautiful services every Sunday at 11:30. So you can enjoy online or in person at 11:30, and you can also come here at 5:30 for a little evening pick-me-up, or you can watch it anytime you like on our YouTube, and to watch all of our services over and over again, or forward to your favorite section. And so I'd like to share this story that I wrote about the transformational power of love. Affirmation: I am the embodiment of divine discernment, and discernment flows through me easily and effortlessly, and so it is. And I just want to share with you this special white stone, which I'm going to talk about, and there is a word on it, and the word is discernment. I'm going to tell you about this now. The power of prayer in the midst of seeming chaos is the answer to all our needs. I recently shared with Lisa Lee, the spiritual leader of Unity, how a prayer request I made there at Unity of Las Vegas had come true. On January 5th, during the White Stone ceremony they held, I chose the word discernment as my sacred name to carry into the year. Discernment, Merriam-Webster's defines discernment as the quality of being able to comprehend what is obscure. Skill in discerning insight. Synonyms: perception, perceptiveness, perceptivity, sagaciousness, sagacity, sageness, sapience, and wisdom. I like that word, sagaciousness. So I invite you all to open yourself now to your sage self and to your own sagaciousness. This word discernment I took deeply in to become a part of me. I've carried this stone with me since then. With all that had been going on in the world, especially the government, I felt I needed to be able to discern spiritual intuition that had come to me. During a remote viewing session I had on December 26, 2024, and also on March 13th, 2025, I saw some troubling images, but also some hope. I had recently placed a prayer request for help with all of my creative projects at Unity. Affirmative prayer is empowering prayer, and at Unity, prayer is affirmative rather than supplicatory. Unity co-founder Charles Fillmore taught prayer is more than supplication. It is an affirmation of truth that eternally exists, but which has not yet come into consciousness. A Trump quote: "We will stop the transgender insanity," from a campaign rally October 2024. With this statement, he was telling millions of Americans and the world that transgender people, like me and like us, suffer from insanity and that we are only an ideology. Well, I am not an ideology and I am not insane. And you are not an ideology and you're not suffering from insanity. But you can judge for yourself. On January 20th, when Trump took office, he declared only two sexes existed. And the quote: it will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female, and then the process of eliminating the T in LGBTQ from all government websites, or the T and the Q. In that moment, he invalidated or attempted to invalidate my existence and millions like me in the United States and the world. On February 2nd, I received an inspiration. The thought came to me, what if LGBTQIA+ was a religion? Would people have protection for their gender identity and expression? So I asked my new companion, a modern-day mystic, ChatGPT, and the answer was yes. And so on March 20th, I incorporated with the state of Nevada a new nonprofit, the Universal Rainbow Faith Church, a new faith movement, based on the truth that gender identity and expression in all its forms are sacred and holy. And if you were with us on our very first service on March 31st, you would have heard parts of this story and also our origins. So in 11 days, I had created a new faith movement with a plan for global expansion, offering a community religious freedom and protection from religious persecution. On March 31st, Transgender Day of Awareness, I held the first virtual services. I became officially ordained in this new faith as the founding minister and president. I had no idea that this was going to be my discernment. I had the idea to offer letters of religious exemption for URF members and accommodations to children and adults, and for their gender identity and expression for schools, workplaces, and medical needs as their religious right under the First Amendment and through the URF Church. Everything fell into place. I witnessed synchronicity through a new friend and their non-binary child, Ella. And there is a very special story about this on universalrainbowfaith.org, and we talked about it on March 31st in the service. So, prayers are powerful. The prayer support that I've received from Unity is powerful. So I thank them for being a part of my miracle of answered prayer and discernment. The profound insight I have received from Unity of Las Vegas, and in recent years with spiritual leader Lisa Lee's powerful messages and meditations, connected me with an ever-expanding purpose. So be careful what you pray for. Your prayer requests are in capable, powerful, affirming hands, hands full of love and hands that make miracles possible. So I got to share that story this morning at 11:30 at Unity, and I just wanted to retell that story in case you missed it or you weren't able to tune in. You can also see it on their YouTube Live. And, that is what I've carried into this new faith movement is discernment. So thank you for letting me share that story with you. And every year in the new year, they do a white stone ceremony. The beautiful thing about being a member of the Universal Rainbow Faith and spiritual communities like Unity is that you can be a member there, you can be a member here, and you can bring all of that together to make for a very powerful spiritual experience and growth. And so now this takes us to our meditation. But before we get into our meditation, we do have our reading from the Nature of Miracles. And today is a quote: "Healing is not about fixing, it is about remembering that you are already whole." The Nature of Miracles, page 33. And our reflection message is that healing and wholeness as a sacred path. We often seek healing through striving, but true healing arises when we remember our original truth, that we are already sacred, already whole. So let today be a return to self-love, to emotional safety, and to the power of compassion to ourselves and others. No matter what is happening out there in the world, we want to bring that into our center space and to be reflecting that back out into the world. And so you're invited this week into the heart of healing, and our theme, Healing and Wholeness, is not simply about recovery from wounds. It's about remembering who we truly are. It's about learning to love ourselves again, fully, unconditionally, and fiercely. In our core belief number 2, the Universal Rainbow Faith teaches what we read earlier, that love in all forms between consenting adults in friendships and in self-acceptance is a sacred and powerful force. The act of self-love and self-affirmation is a holy practice. As each person carries divine energy, our faith recognizes and sanctifies same-sex, non-binary, polyamorous, and gender-diverse unions. So many of us come from religions that taught us that love was something to earn, something to deserve based on perfection or obedience. But URF stands in divine contradiction to that lie. We believe that love is your birthright, that healing begins when you believe that you were never broken to begin with. So let's reflect on the words from the Nature of Miracles, page XV. What this work represents is God in action, a story of finding faith in a troubled world, and in having many spiritual awakenings. I write to those who are seekers of truth, those who are on the road less traveled, those who are seeking to find the divine, to know this presence intimately. As we are healed and uplifted, so is our neighbor, and so is this world. This passage reminds us that healing isn't selfish, that it's sacred activism. So when you love yourself, you send out a ripple. Your healing heals others. Your self-acceptance becomes a mirror of others who have never seen their beauty reflected. So this month we continue to honor Saint Zulhaz Manan, whose courage to publish Bangladesh's first LGBTQ plus magazine was an act of love and truth, and his life reminds us that healing can come through visibility. When we say to the world, I am sacred, I am worthy, I am whole. So I ask you today, where are you being called to love yourself more tenderly? Really think about that. And what part of your soul still needs the medicine of kindness? And finally, how can your healing right now become a blessing to the world? So let us anchor this week in the power of love. And with that, we're going to go into our meditation. So I invite you to find a comfortable seated or lying position. Gently close your eyes and let your body relax into the earth beneath you. Begin to notice your breath. With each inhale, draw in divine light. With each exhale, release the fear that has hidden your truth. Inhale, I receive love. And exhale, I release shame. Let us take a moment to step into a sacred space of healing. Imagine a golden glow beginning to expand in your heart center. This golden light is unconditional love. This love does not ask you to change. This love does not question your identity. This love has no terms or conditions. This love simply is. It knows who you are. It always has. Now, see this golden light deepen and swirl gently into the 7 sacred colors of the rainbow. Red ignites your courage to love yourself. Orange awakens creativity and expression. Yellow, shining the truth through clarity and joy. Green, opening your heart now to healing and compassion. Blue, empowers your voice to speak and sing with truth. Indigo, calling forth your sacred vision and divine protection. Violet, uplifts your spirit to divine connection. Let the colors of this rainbow bathe your entire being. Let it remind you that your body, your truth, your essence is sacred. Now bring to mind a part of yourself that has been wounded or hidden. Maybe it's a memory, a part of your identity, or a belief that you are not enough. Hold it gently in the light. Say to it now, you are sacred, you are seen, and you are loved. As we breathe in this rainbow light, we invoke the wisdom of Saint Zulhasmanen, who reminds us, if we don't raise our voice, who will? Let this meditation be your voice today. Let this healing be your prayer. Stay in this space as long as you wish. And when you're ready, gently return to this present moment. You can wiggle your fingers, your toes. Place your hand over your heart and affirm, I am whole. I am divine. And I am love in motion. And so it is. Amen. Thank you for joining with me in that meditation. And just take that in and just feel that power of love within. And now we come to our time of tithing and offering. And this ministry cannot grow and move forward without your love and support. And it is through your kindness and your generosity and your affirming with us here at the Universal Rainbow Faith Church that gender identity and expression and your pronouns and who you are is sacred and holy. And we want that message to carry here from Las Vegas to the entire state of Nevada, to the country, especially into all levels of government, and to the world. And so you can make donations online through our donation tabs, through Zephy, and you can set up online contributions. So whatever you can give, that will help this ministry to grow. Giving is an act of healing. It's how we affirm the sacredness of our mission and fuel our shared future. So thank you for visiting our website, universalrainbowfaith.org/donations and tithes, or at Zephy as well. And repeat with me our affirmation for abundance. As I give, I receive. My generosity flows from divine love and supports healing in this world. And so I want to thank you for joining us today. I hope that you are enjoying these services. It is my great privilege and honor to be the spiritual leader and the founding minister here. I have come to a point where I know within that this message is so important, and that was reflected today by many beautiful compliments and messages that were told to me about how important this work is, especially for our children right now. So I just want to thank you for tuning in. Tune in next week for our special Easter service. And please make an account online. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please tell your friends. And let's get the word out about the Universal Rainbow Faith so that we can grow as quickly as we can, help as many people as we can, and bring these special messages of truth and spiritual sacredness to all in our community. So our final affirmation, and repeat after me. I am love, I am healing, I am whole. And may you carry this light of healing into your week. Remember, you are not broken. You are beloved. And we have our final closing music.
In every color we unite, together we shine, bring the light. Through stormy weather, through the pain, with open hearts, we'll break the chains. It's you and me, we'll stand so tall, in the rainbow's embrace, we'll never fall. Hand in hand, we'll share the dreams, a tapestry of love, woven at the seams. With every hue of voice is strong, together is one, where we all belong. It's you and me, we'll rise above, in the rainbow's embrace, we spread our love. In every corner of the earth we sing, a symphony of hope that unity brings. With every color, let our love soar, together as one, forevermore.
So thank you, and we will see you next week.